Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for a process video. So I'm working on a 12 by 12 layout today. It's going to be, I think it's going to be like a grid style layout. I've been planning it a little bit before I started recording, and it's going to be quite, the colours are going to be quite simple. So it's just going to be blues and greens, which I'm taking from the photo. This photo was taken at the Isle of Wight Donkey Sanctuary, and I'd just gone over there one day just to relax, you know, and have a quiet time. Some time for myself. And what happened was there weren't many people there, and what I did was I set my phone up to take a photo. So yeah, I was quite pleased with the result actually, because I'd set my phone a little bit further away and I'd lent it up against my bag and everything, and then when it came out like this, I was quite pleased with the photo. So, you know, it's quite an atmospheric photo, isn't it? And I think it kind of reflects the mood of that day. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, a grid style layout. I picked out some Project Life cards here. So this one says here and now. This one says happy thought. I've got note to self here and hello. And then I've got this one that's blank. Well, it's got happy thoughts on the back, but I'm using it blank. So I'm thinking of, like I say, like a grid style layout. And it's kind of, I suppose it's one of those take time for yourself layouts, you know, not layouts, but moments, self-care, all that kind of thing. It was just a day where I just wanted to get out and go and see the donkeys. This was when I was thinking about becoming a volunteer. So I'd been over there. I wanted to go over there a few times just, you know, to spend some time there and what have you. And yeah, this was just one of those days. So yeah, what have I got here? I've got some washi tape. I've got those two recent ones and that Simple Stories one with the canvas on. Wood dots, sequins here, glitter dots, domes. Some Dotty about Flair pieces here, a little wood smiley face there. I've got a couple of stamps here that I might use and another stamp there, and my scrapbook.com journaling pen. I've got my white Heidi Swap colour shine. I've got some thread here that I've got prepared already, and yeah, it's just going to be, I think, a simple grid layout with just a small amount of journaling. I did want to use this washi tape actually. Just need to think about how I'm going to prepare the letter, how I'm going to use my embellishments. That's what I was trying to say. Just because of the room, I need to make sure that I put the washi tape in an area where it's going to be seen and not covered over. I think that's what I'm thinking. So I've got this stamp here that I might use there, because although I've got these cards with the words on that are quite blank, and you could do quite a lot of journaling on there. I don't think I want to do a lot of journaling, so I'm thinking I might use some of those stamps up. And then I picked out this one and I thought I might drop that in there like that, because I thought that looked quite cute. And then also, I suppose if I've got a little dot I could put in there just to go with it, you know. I'm not sure yet though, that might be a bit silly, but we'll see. I think today I'm definitely going to use my thread. I've separated the thread, so it's not like a quite a thick piece of twine going around the flare. It's a little nest of embroidery thread. So this photo I've already I've mounted it onto some tracing paper, sort of like vellum, I suppose. But I just have tracing paper. I don't know if you get that in US or other countries, but we have it here. It's kind of like an office supply or school supply. And that's yeah, just tracing paper. I suppose it's a cheaper version of vellum, really. I don't have it, like I say, I haven't got. The only time I have vellum is if it's part of a comes as like a pattern paper or in a Christmas thing, you know. Right then, I think, where do we want that to go? There maybe. I do want that to be, because it's a grid style layout, I do want it to be quite centered, so that's why I'm using my tea ruler there. I do like things to be straight sometimes. Now this is going to overlap the photo slightly, so I want it to do that on this side as well. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that vehicle that just went by. It's quite noisy. We've got a festival going on not too far away from Hoz at the moment, like a music festival. It's a world music festival. It's quite a relaxed, sort of chilled out festival, but we do sometimes get a little bit extra noise because of it. We can hear, I mean, I'm recording this in the morning, the music hasn't started yet. The music will start later. Hopefully we won't be able to hear it in here. Well, it doesn't matter if I'm not recording, but yeah, it'll be starting later, I think. Today will be the last day, I would imagine. It's called the Rhythm Tree Festival. It's World of Music. I like my rock and roll. I'm not really into world music, but yeah, it's quite a popular festival. And it's a festival that's very family friendly as well. Yeah. I have been to it. I had a stall there one year. I was selling my gluten-free cakes there one year. I think it might have been the first or second year, and it was actually a different location, and it was even closer to where I live. It's actually moved a little bit further away now, but it's still, you know, within earshot of the music in the evenings. We can hear it sometimes. Well, I've just stamped those two. This was my Stampin' Up! From the Stampin' Up! Darling Donkey set. This is the one that was in a recent haul video that I just got from the internet, Etsy I think, or eBay. I did make a little bit of a mess of that one there. You can just see the outline of the stamp there, but that's fine. I'm not bothered about that. So what I think I'll do is get this middle piece down. I probably should have done my journaling first, but I need to think about what I want to say, so I'll probably just have to struggle to do that later. Once I put all the embellishments down and everything, I'll probably have to struggle. So I'm going to try and measure two squares, and then yeah, I don't think that's quite going to work. It might have to be maybe 2.5 from the side, and I need to move that slightly, I think. Let's move that slightly so that it's a little bit more. Oh no, I don't think that wants to come up. I'm doing it again on video, peeling things up. Sorry about that. What I wanted to do was get it more centered so that I can make it look the same gap between these two pieces here, as opposed to sort of lining up particularly well with the photo. There's not much in it, to be honest. It's very close. It's just slightly over those squares there. I think that's fine. So what I'll do now is I'll put this one about here, I think, similar place to that. 2.5 squares there. 2.5 squares here, just slightly below the line of the bottom square there. And I think, no, it doesn't, does it? There's 3 on that side and 3 on that side. 3 squares on that side and 2 squares on that side. But 2.5 there. That's because that's not centered, isn't it? Oh. Thought I did center that with my ruler. Sorry about this. I thought I'd done a good job of that, but obviously not. I think it needs to go over slightly. This is the centre point here. It's over that way too far, isn't it? Yeah. 2, 2. That's not very good to see because it's a light colour. 2, 2. Sorry about this. Right, we'll try and get it right this time. 2, 2. And then going by the photo, not the tracing paper, I think it needs to go here. Oh my gosh, how difficult can it be? I just need the centre point, but then, yeah, I need the centre point down of the photo, but I don't want to mark the photo, so I'm just making it really hard for myself. Right, I think that might be the point. There. No, it's not. Over slightly, I think. Sorry about this, I'm concentrating. I still don't think it's right. No, it's not, is it? I'm putting it over slightly and I'm thinking I don't like it, thinking it's not right, but then when I add up the squares, it is right, because it's 2 and a bit. 2 and a bit, 2 and a bit. Yeah, over slightly, and that's it. I'm not moving it again. I'm not moving it again. Just got to make it work. Turn that back over because I don't want it on the wrong side, obviously. Okay, so even when we use a T-ruler, still can't get it right. Now then, this one probably needs to go over slightly now to go with the photo. Of course, the sizings of the photo is probably not perfect. Then I think I need to move this one over slightly, and then I think I might be a bit happier with it. Maybe, maybe not. And if I'm not, I shall stop recording and not put you through it again. There. I'm not even going to look at it to check. I'm just going to go with it. Now then, I think I might put that one there on that point. Now then, I'm recording. It's Sunday today. My parents have just gone home. They've been here for all week, and I've got Buddy in here with me. He's under the desk. I said to you before, if you've watched my videos, that he's in confinement at the moment, so he can't do anything. All he can do is his wee-wees. You know, he can't play or move about or anything. So my husband's just doing a few things, pottering about, getting a few things done. And I've got Buddy right here with me under the table. And I'm just looking now, and he's completely asleep. So fingers crossed. I shall pop a photo at the end of the video for you to see. So I'm hoping that he will settle, because he settles. We usually put his basket in the office under the desk with my husband. We figured that out, because he's not really very good at going in the crate during the day. So we just tried putting the his bed basket in the office under the desk, and he settled really well. So yeah, I figured he might do that in here as well, which he is doing. So at the moment he's asleep. I don't know what time it is, but when it gets near to time for his food, he'll probably start whining, woofing. And if he hears Chester, I'm not sure where Chester is. He's out with my husband at the moment. So right, so basically we've created our grid. Did I take the peel? Did I peel the thing off of that? I think I did. Beautiful colours. Right, actually I think I might want that a bit higher. Just a little bit higher. There. Okay. Right. We've got a grid. I'm happy. I think I'm happy with that now, after all that faffing about. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think I like that. What I'm going to do is put this thread down. I'm gonna add a little bit of glue, give it something to adhere to. It's quite a bit there actually, probably more than I needed. And I was going through what I had, and I sort of matched my the colour of the thread to the perspectives here, because there's different shades of blue on this layout. There's this, obviously the sky blue, the dark colours here, there's this sort of aqua blue, and then yeah, different blues. So I'm not trying to make, I didn't mind what it matched to, as long as it matched to something. I think I quite like it matching to the thread matching to the actual perspectives, and then just being slight, you know, not matching to the Flair piece there. So I'm going to go for it here and pop this down, because it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? I really like it. The only thing is, can I twist it a little bit once it's in place to get it level, to get it straight? Yeah, that's fun. I like that. Now then, I'm thinking I need to put a wood piece in that little camera there. That one maybe. I might add just a little bit of glue, just in case it doesn't. I don't want it popping out. There, I like that. That's a bit fun, isn't it? I'm not sure how well that's going to glue. I think it'll be fine once I've left it alone. I think it will be fine. Right, I've got these dots here as well. Now then, I've done my stamping in the archival ink, which is Acorn. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking I could do doodle board, or I could I could have like inked the edges of everything, but I'm actually quite liking just the simple way that it looks. I'm liking that, so I'm not going to do anything else to it, I don't think. What I am going to do is probably not use as much thread as I did on that top piece. So separate these a little bit and perhaps use a little bit less. I've not separated each strand, probably should have done. It's easier to glue down then. It does look better if you do that, but yeah, I was probably just being a little bit lazy. Now with the green, obviously it's different to the shade of the Flair badges that I'm using, but I wanted it to be like the lush green of the grass. So yeah, I quite liked the way that colour came out in the photo. So that's why I matched the thread to that. I mean, it's going to be quite bold, obviously, but I don't mind that. I like that because I wanted it to be like just kind of like the blues and the greens, but I didn't want it to just be like all one shade or anything. So because I was using things from my stash, and I was just picking out the blues and the greens from my stash, and obviously it's not going to be like a perfect match, so I didn't want to try to make it a perfect match. I think I know what I'm saying. Now then, I think I probably need a little bit more than what I've got here. I'm going to separate that piece there just a little bit, and perhaps get another bit from here like that. Just stick that down. Add some bit more glue there. I don't know how well these are going to lay flat because you know, there's quite a lot of height there, isn't there? Texture underneath the pieces as well. So I think once they're in the page protectors, they'll be fine. And also what I do is I'll probably make sure they're adhered properly later and put something on them just to press them down a little bit before. It looks messy. Before I finish what I'm doing, that's what I mean. This one's really nice. I'm using a bit of a pick and mix of the Flair badges here. Not, you know, I'm not sure which kits they're from or anything. They're just pick and mix what I've got in my stash, but there's always going to be similar ones available. Quite like that one with the little flowers on it. They remind me of the little sort of fly away flowers, you know, the ones that, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I know what I mean. Kind of like gentle flowers that perhaps lose a little bit of their you know, when they blow in the wind, little bits come away from them, flying away in the air. Sounds ridiculous, but I know what I mean. Gentle flowers. Right, enough of that nonsense. See where we are. We've got everything's down, the badges are down, the perspective's down, the grid's down. Now then, I'm quite happy with it as it is, and I don't think I'm going to fill these gaps here, but I'm thinking about whether I should just add a little bit of you know, some dots or something on these pieces in particular, because I've got 3 on here in the centre, and I like to extend my embellishing sometimes. That's not quite the right match though, is it, for that? It's a shame really, because I don't want to stray away from the blue and the green. I'm not even sure if that is green. I don't really know. I think it's a shade of blue. I've got my really bold ones here. I'm not sure that they match really, so I did want to put a blue one on there, but I don't think I want to put blue on there and not have one to put on this side. I've got the sequins here that I could use, Winter Woods and Deep Rose Sea, but I'm actually thinking that I like this layout, just very simple as it is now. Very simple grid with just the writing here, title, small embellishment cluster, and just the grid part. So I've got my mist here, my white mist, but I think I'm not even going to use that. I think I'm going to leave this layout as it is and call it finished. So what I will do is I go away and do the journaling. I've got the date ready to stamp on there, and I'll put the pictures at the end as to what I write. I'm not sure what I'm going to write there yet. I'm going to have a little think about that. And so once again, thanks for joining me. Stay safe, take care, and I shall see you next time. Hey, bud.